thing with my friends, but I'm gonna make a quick dinner for him. He didn't ask for it, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I told him steak bites with rice, but I didn't tell him and broccoli. He's gonna have to eat it anyways. Okay, so I'm gonna show you. So this is the chopping board I use for dinner. It's the same style of chopping boards that you see in my shorts, but I actually have two chopping boards. They're the exact same. I have two. This one is for my fruits and stuff, and then this is for the dinners. Okay, so oh my god, he's literally watching. Babe, you can't watch. He's not allowed to watch my lives when I'm live, because it makes me feel shy. Okay, we have a rump steak. Here it is. Boom. But first, what we're going to do is we're going to heat the pan. So this looks really gross, but it's very normal for your cast iron pan to look like this. But basically, when I cook steak, I always use cast iron because, oh wait, hold on. Yeah, when I cook steak, I always use a cast iron pan. Cast iron's really good because you can cook on really high heat. Like the material just takes in a lot of heat. So when I put my steak on there, it sizzles perfectly, and you can basically cook the perfect steak at home using cast iron pan. I got mine from IKEA, so it was relatively cheap and yeah, easy to get. I'm going to be cooking my steak with ghee butter. If you don't know what ghee is a form of clarified butter. Mine is actually grass-fed, so it's even better. But yeah, so ghee is clarified butter. That basically means it removes basically the water has been evaporated from the butter, and the milk solids have also dissolved. So that means ghee butter is actually dairy-free. So if you are lactose intolerant, ghee butter is actually a form of butter that you can use. And I don't think it's called butter. I think it's called just ghee. It's pure butter fat, basically. So that's good if you're lactose intolerant, like some people that I know. Hey everyone who is joining now. We're basically making steak bites and rice for my boyfriend and broccoli. He doesn't know about the green part yet. I mentioned in my previous live that when I cook with rice, I basically buy like a pre-portioned packet from 7-Eleven. It's very cheap, and it's just this. So I just buy this, and it's just the perfect portion for rice, and it's very quick to cook. So I'm gonna cut that open, and then look, it's just frozen rice inside. You put it inside a bowl. I'm gonna show you. Put it inside this bowl, like so. And then you put that in the microwave for 2-3 minutes, and it's finished. Someone said food line near me. I don't know what that means. But that's a funny comment. Okay, the cast iron pan is starting to heat up. So what I do now is I put the ghee butter in. One thing that's special about ghee butter, or just ghee, is it has a very high heating point. So if I were to use normal butter on my cast iron pan, I'm going to bring you a bit closer actually. If I were to use normal butter on my cast iron pan, then the butter would basically just burn, and then that would also go onto my steak, and everything would burn, and it would taste of burn. But yeah, ghee butter has very high heating point, so it literally, I don't know what the exact heating point is, but that literally means you can cook on really high heat and get a perfect crispy edge around your steak. So I haven't cut up my steak yet, but I'm just gonna let the ghee butter just sit on the cast iron pan for a bit. It is going to get smoky in here, and I haven't got this fan thing open only because I'm doing this live and it will be very loud. You see this steak? I'm going to cut this steak in some cubes and I want you to see. So this is the whole set. Oh no. Okay, there we go. It's very quick. So I'm just doing like small little bites. It's just going to be very quick. And I feel a bit of time pressure because my pan is actually starting to heat up a lot. Oops. So, boom. We're using rump steak. And it didn't, where I got it from, it didn't actually specify if it was grass or grain fed. I think if it doesn't specify, you can just assume it's grain fed, but honestly, it doesn't matter too much. Like, at the end of the day, it's steak. But I think when you get grass-fed steak and it says that it's grass-fed, you can at least know that the quality is good. But yeah, it's gonna be fine. There we go. So I haven't seasoned anything, I haven't marinated anything, and that's intentional because I don't want to marinate. I actually also like just the flavours of the natural. Okay, this is a bit hot, so I don't know if it's gonna. If I put the steak on now, it's gonna psh a lot. Okay, that needs to cool down. Hold on. Okay, I shouldn't have heated the cast iron pan so early because it's sort of it's getting a bit smoky in here. Oh my god. Hold on. Wait. It just needs to cool down. Okay, I'm gonna put it over here. And then, okay, I haven't put any salt and pepper on my steak yet because I like to just cook the steak first, and then after the steak is just about nearly cooked, that's when I put the salt on. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna test it out with like a fatty piece of steak just to check the sizzle. Yeah, so if you are unsure if your pan is too hot, because cast iron, like it is quite hard to tell. I don't use my cast iron too much, so I don't cook too much steak. But you can just test it out with one piece, just so you don't ruin your whole batch. And then, yeah, keep it going. So actually, it's not as hot as I thought. It was just smoky, and that's very natural for your cast iron to be smoky. Okay, I'm actually going to put the whole lot on now. One piece just fell off. This is actually a very quick dinner. The steak's not going to take too long to cook because it is just a few pieces. So what I'm going to do is put the rice in the microwave now. I put it in for about 2-3 minutes. So by that time, the steak should nearly be finished. Already, that's looking so good. I'm actually going to try and show you a bit more up close. You see how it's like crisping up here? Right there. That's why I love using a cast iron pan when cooking steak. Oh, sorry, something's wrong with my... Yeah. That's a dinner.
Look good! En toen hoef ik er niet alleen niks. Dit was een lijst. Sorry hè.
I'm gonna let that to stay in the pan for a bit longer. Okay, my boyfriend said I have to open it because it's a bit smoky in here and I don't want the alarm to go off, but I hope it's not too loud. Okay, we're good. Okay, this steak is actually nearly ready. I'm going to take it off the heat because even though if I let it rest on the side, it is going to keep cooking. I don't want it to keep cooking, so I'm going to put it onto a plate whilst we wait for the rice. And you'll see what I do now. Yeah, okay, so now you let the cast iron just like sit and you need to let it cool down by itself because if you put water on it right now, it's gonna just create a lot of smoke. So now that the steak is finished, like so, I'm gonna show you that this is the perfect time to put your salt on. Oh, actually, okay, the rice is already finished, so I'm gonna put the broccoli in the microwave now. You see how I'm multitasking? This is how you do your dinners really quickly. So I'm going to put the rice into a bigger plate. And then put the steak on top. So that's the rice. And you just got to mash it like this. Just break it up. I'm going to do this closer to the light so you can see. Break it out like that. Move the steak bites on top of the rice. Look how amazing that looks. And then this is the perfect time to put your salt on. So what I'm going to do is get my salt. I've got some flaky sea salt that Osmo sent me, which is really nice. Some nice flaky sea salt. Just going to salt the steak. This is the perfect time to salt the steak. I always feel if you salt the steak whilst it's cooking, the salt just absorbs everything. You can't actually taste the salt on the steak, and then you've just made it salty for no reason, but you can't really taste the salt flakes. Because when it's in flakes, you get the little crystals of salt instead of just everything being merged into one flavour. So that's why I like putting the salt in at this stage. I cannot speak Greek to the person who's asking. No, I can speak English fluently, and then I can understand a little bit of Thai because I took some Thai lessons. I live in Thailand, but yeah, only English. Okay, now the broccoli is ready. Guys, this live is already 13 minutes 40 seconds in and the meal is complete. So that's what I'm saying, like this is a healthy dinner and it's very quick. You just have to multitask like I did. So the broccoli is done. The broccoli is just plain broccoli. If I had more time I could do more with that broccoli. But it's only 4 pieces, so I hope he eats it, because if you don't know, I'm making this dinner for my boyfriend because I'm leaving too.
It smells so good!
Oh, does it actually?
Yeah.
Yay! See, it smells good, apparently. This is the dish. That actually looks so yummy. And it smells good as well. Yeah, I'm going to my birthday party soon. And I think I'm going to be late for it, and it's my birthday party, so I'm going to serve this up to my boyfriend, and then, yeah, I'm going to head off. Okay, so I'm actually going to have one taste though, just to make sure, because I need to make sure that what he's eating it tastes good, so I'm going to do this piece here. literally steak and rice. Perfect.
Ah ouais. Ouais, j'ai pas fait.
I'm gonna add a little bit more salt. Because even if the salt is like on the rice, it makes it taste really yummy. So this is it. This is the dinner. That is going to be the end of the live, guys. If you enjoyed watching, please subscribe. That would make me very happy. And yeah, that's it. This is the finished dish. If you find it yummy, let me know. Bye, guys. I'm going to give it to my boyfriend now. Over there. Bye.